Kristen Moran with the Investing News Network. Here with me today is Jim Paterson, CEO of Kivalliq Energy. Jim, thank you for joining me today.
Hi, Kristen. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Kivalliq just received results from its first ever drill program at the Dipole discovery. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. We drilled in July. We announced CPS counts a while ago, and today we released assay results. So we had 9 holes over about 150 meters of strike in a 2-kilometer long geophysical anomaly. And in those 9 holes, each hole had intervals of radioactivity, and then the analysis that just came back proved that it was uranium mineralization. So we're quite excited about that and got it out to the market today.
Great. And what are the next steps at the Angilak property?
Well, let's just talk about that a little bit more because we're still proud of the Dipole results. We drilled the 9 holes, and the kind of takeaway or messages points for Dipole are: we hit some high-grade uranium, it's shallow, and the widths that we got were pretty impressive. And those are relative to where we drilled at Lac 50, which is about 25 kilometers away on the other side of the property, where we've drilled over 90,000 meters. We have 43 million pounds in a similar type of deposit. So we really know how to target and test for this type of uranium target. And so these results are pretty impressive and stack up really well against the Lac 50 resource. So very impressive, and just scratching the surface, and we're ready to get back at it next season.
Okay, great. So does that mean, so where will the next steps take you at the property then?
So we've got this area we call the Dipole Rib Trend, which is 25 kilometers away from the Lac 50 trend. We drilled Dipole, and we also did some enzyme leach or soil sampling at a place called Rib, which is about 4+ kilometers away from Dipole. So we're still waiting on those results, and those will be back within the next 2 weeks. Once we have that, we'll come back and kind of tell the whole picture with the soil sampling and the drilling and what it all means and what we want to do next.
Okay, fantastic. The company also released results from its first exploration program at Hatchet Lake. Would you tell us about those as well?
Sure, absolutely. So Hatchet Lake is to the east of Eagle Point. Pretty much all of the uranium mining and milling in Canada is done on the eastern side of the Athabasca Basin. We're off the basin. We're about 40 kilometers away from all that infrastructure to the east along a very important trend called the Williston-Majatic Transition Zone. And this property was picked up by Rio Tinto. We acquired it from them. There was a bunch of work done by Hathor, which is sort of a famous name in the uranium game, and Rio. We were able to use that as a foundation. We did our own work, about $500,000 this year, and we brought all that together, and it was basically soil sampling, biogeochem, and some geophysics. So we're putting that all together, and we're going to go out and tell that story within the next 2 weeks as well.
Oh, great.
Yep.
And what will the next steps at Hatchet Lake be after that?
Well, just a review of data, the presentation of data. We'll be either looking to the market to do some work in January or February of 2016. We'll also be talking to different companies to see if there might be some interest in a joint venture partnership.
Okay, great. So Kivalliq has expanded its portfolio in the past couple of years. What can investors expect?
That's a good point. We're really proud of that. In this really severe downturn, which started in 2011, it's been a terrible bear, really, to be honest. Starting in 2013, the company started to expand its portfolio. We picked up the Baker Basin in 2013, Genesis in Saskatchewan in 2014, and then recently Hatchet. So what I'm really excited about now is that I believe that the spot price of uranium will go up. And when it does, we're not just a one project company anymore. We've got lots of different opportunities to monetize for our investors, do strike deals, sell assets, or just if the market is there and wants to fund us, we can barrel forward on exploration to add pounds and grow the resources. So we have lots of different options, and we're not just one project company.
Thank you so much for being here today, Jim.
Thank you very much for having me, Kristen. Real pleasure.
I'm Kristen with the Investing News Network. Thank you.